morning, Stitchers. It's a glorious day here in beautiful Nottinghamshire. So I thought I'd start off with a little bit of a sort of thought. This thing kept me awake in the night because of these, and I did think, oh my goodness me, that's not going to fit in there once I've got my band in and then all the fabric on as well. So I have to admit, I did get up first thing and readjust it, and hopefully I've taken a slither off. Can you see? Because I thought, oh, it's just that one, because these ones will be fine, and because they can be adjusted that way. So I hope you haven't already covered yours over, or you've had the forethought to think that through, not unlike myself. So I'm going to start off by getting rid of all the clips. There we go. I did put a little tag on, which I should have done again before gluing it down, because I did half make life difficult for myself, but never mind. So I also made a couple of Suffolk puffs or yo-yos, but I decided that I don't like them. That's too big, and I don't want to cover up this, so they will go in the pot. And then I thought, oh, might add a bit of interest with that, but I think because the fabric's so pretty, it looks like Gertrude's been sleeping in this. If I fits, I sits, that's a Gertrude. So yeah, I'm going to wait and see. So first things first then, I'm going to have a little, I've already took the clips off that, I'm just going to take the clips off this. The observant amongst you will notice, here comes Gertrude, hello, that this is different to that because I cut it too short, because I'm a dope. So yeah, but it doesn't matter, it all adds to the beautiful aesthetic. So I think that this goes in. Shall I do it that way or that way? But whichever, it goes in before that. Hello lovely, are you alright? Gertrude's watching, she's on there. So what I didn't think of when I did this bottom one and had to redo it and scrap the video because it was a right old mess, was I cut this and didn't give it an overlap, so I was a bit mad. I think that might have to go the other way up, you know, because if I was having a bit of a moment this morning. It wasn't, I don't know, I felt like I was not quite awake, because I started working before I'd fully had a cup of tea and a shower, because I was that excited, and also my thoughts, I wanted to get that done. So I made a bit of a mistake. Anyway, not to worry, not to worry, not to worry. So I think, Gertrude, you've been in here. So yeah, when you're cutting these, you really need to press in. And then make sure that that's overlapped slightly. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to snip that off there, just not the I keep getting my head in the way. I'm ever so sorry. I didn't realise my big bonnet was in the way yesterday. It's because I'm trying to get really close in. Right, I'm just going to see if that fits in without cutting any more off. But I'm just going to clip it in a bit more, because when I fitted this one and I unfitted it, because it was coming away from the sides, it wasn't accurate enough. So I'm just going to make sure that that's in properly before I make the cut. But this is why I'm doing this, so you don't have to have all this hassle of the trials and tribulations, I think. So I've got an erasable marker. Let's just get rid of you a minute before I knock you off. And I think if I do it about there. This is water erasable, so a little blast with the spritzer will get rid of that. Because I want some, yeah. If you can see, I'm just getting my little pointy tool because I found it. Oops, we're stuck to everything. I have overlapped it ever so slightly, so I'll push it in when I cut it. Because I didn't, and I had a great big gap. Well, I say great big, but big to my eyes. I know I'm clanking these pegs about, but so right, we're gonna go for it. Oops, sorry everybody. So I've snipped that off, and I am going to do it that way up. And the other thing was, I know that looks big again, don't it? But by the time I pushed it all in, I promise you, it'll be fine. Yeah, and glued it, and so just be mindful. The other thing was, I put glue on this bit, and then when I pushed it in, the glue all seeped up around the sides. So I'm going to go glue this first. Hope I'm not going to put plenty on. Again, you can use your hot glue gun. This just works for me. Sorry if it's going blurry because I'm right up in the camera. Here's my little spreader. Tell him a school teacher, can't you? Got all these little ex-school teacher. All these little things going on. Right, okay, just clear that off. So I'm going to go in, and did I say I was going to go upwards? I am. And I don't want, because I've sort of pulled the pleather off, I don't want to go too far down. When I was pulling this off, I sort of did a bit of damage on this because it's like got a plastic coating. Go in I've got millions of these little, oh, obviously I've not got millions, I've got lots. Must stop saying that, because everything with teenagers is exaggerated, isn't it? The world's going to end because they've broken a nail or something. So it's sort of it has a knock-on effect to you. If you work with teenagers, I'd love to know, see what your take on them is. You know, teaching them. They are a revelation and a inspiration, I have to say. And I miss the interaction with them every day. I miss their little things that they'd come and say and do, and watching them in the classroom, you know, in the line-up to come in, interacting with each other and doing the TikTok dances. I mean, again, if you're an educator out there, you'll understand that they'll be, if it's on TikTok, it must be right. I saw it on TikTok, miss. And you just think, yeah, oh look, that was just perfect. I'm not going to be able to get that in there. Just push it down a little bit. I'm just going to try and meet it there. I might have to hold that because I'm not going to get a clip in on that. I've not got anything. I have got bulldog clips, but I went to look for them and I feel like they must be down in my painting room, my art room. I say that like I've got a room for everything, don't I? I haven't. I'm not. I was going to try and shove that in there, but I'm not. But that's going to look really cute. Right, number one done. I'll hold that a few moments. I don't think these are big enough to. They're not. I don't even know I'm going to try. Oops. No. I hope I'm not getting my head in the way. Just squeeze that down a bit. Right, this side then. Let's have a quick look. Like I say, I had to redo this and it really was a shame. Which way? Oh, that's the bottom, that's the base. So I want to be, because when I open it, I want it to be facing me. I don't want to see the seam. Same with that. When I look at it, I don't want to see the seam, and actually that bit of lace hides it. So again, I'm going to go in with the clips. This stands up just proud, this bit of card, but I don't mind that. I think it's because I put that in, isn't it? I can't remember what I did. I'm going to make another one, even though this one was a lot of sweary words came out my mouth when I was doing it. Oh, Reggie, come on. Reggie's... What happens is my craft room, my studio is upstairs, and Gertrude is the gatekeeper of said studio door. So he will come up the stairs and she'll be sat at the top of the stairs and not allow him to come past. So he then does this little Mardy. Mardy, by the way, is a sort of a British, I don't know whether it's British, I feel like it is. Well, I know it's British, obviously, but I mean, I don't know whether it's Britain wide. Is being a crybaby or something along those lines. Right, yes, I think, here we go. I'm just going to go again, I'm going to overlap it slightly. I've got the shakes. Overlap it slightly there and snip that off. I know I feel like I'm doing it twice, but that's because I knew that when I did it the first time round, I didn't clip this in and I didn't get it close enough, and by the time I'd glued it, once I'd cut that, I had a little 1/4 inch gap, which I thought, oh, that's okay, I can put that in, but it didn't work. So anyway, right, what was I doing? Yeah, so back off. I don't think I need to do all of that, do I? I'm just going to snip that off. And you see, I'm just snipping that off. I don't know why I took all the pegs out. Just get it straight. The only thing I'm not worried, I don't know why I say I'm worried, is these little pegs tend to mark things because they've got like little dots in to stop them from slipping. And I'm aware of that. So I don't like to leave them on too long. But I'm going to have to take them off anyway, aren't I, to glue. But I just want to check. Yeah, perfect. By the time I've glued that in, I will get rid of that. And what I'll do is I'll put a little tiny dot of glue on there just to stop that fray. You won't see it. It's starting to look really lovely, isn't it? Is it worth the effort? I think it is. So in my little dream last night, I don't know whether it was a dream or a nightmare, I was thinking about the aesthetics of this little box, and I thought to myself, what am I going to put in this? And I was going down a proper rabbit hole of, because I was thinking, oh, if I have that and I have my little Melor, there's silver there, that's gold. Oh, honestly, I don't know why I was over the top with it. I was. So right, I'm going to glue you in. Oops. I think when you sort of walk away from something, step away from it, you can see the little bits that you might try not to get glue onto your fabric here. I'm trying to be as quick as I can so it doesn't dribble all over the place. Right, I reckon ooh, I got a bit on there. Let's get my spreader and my cloth. Try not to let it drizzle down. You see what I mean? I've got a lot of glue on. It won't matter because I've got the fabric will soak it up a bit. Gertrude's back. Just put some more on this side. Oh, am I getting my head in the way again? I'm really self-conscious of that now because I was getting my head in the way yesterday's video. So I'm trying my best not to, and not to wander off. Getting rid of you, and in we go. Wander off camera. Oops, just put my hand in the glue. Oh my gosh, me and this glue. Oh dear me. I giggle to myself because I think to myself, oh, I'm such a clot, clumsy clot. Got glue coming down there. Get rid of it. But like I say, you want to be tucking them, pressing it right into the corners. Make sure I'm going down to the... I will go and find a bulldog clip from down in the art room and clip that together, but I'm hoping that these little marks that it's making, I bet you can't see, will come off, will sort themselves out. I might probably get a hairdryer out and just blast it with a hairdryer to heat it up a bit. We'll see. I'm overthinking it, I know I am. Right, I'm going to let that dry for a little while. I'm just going to have a look, see if that goes in there. Ooh, yeah, it does. I'm going to go and find a bulldog clip, let that dry for a little bit. It's coming together now, and I will be back, so I'll see you soon. So I think this is dry now, and I found the bulldog clip, and I'm just going to take the clips off. I think the reason I don't like using a hot glue gun is, another reason is because you get all that stringy bit, and it also starts to deteriorate after a while, so it comes unstuck. Okay, but it is instant and you can cut down half the time, I'm sure. Oops, sorry, I'm just pull my chair in. While I was away, I made myself a little tassel for my scissors, just because, why not? So I'm going to put, I found my needle minder, and I'm going to pop this in. Just going to, let me just take that off a minute because it's a bit bulky, and just have a little, gosh, got my head in again. Be screaming at me, get your head out. Yeah, okay, right, I'm going to stick some glue in that before I start. That'll be enough, I think. Oops. Before I start squidging it in, you might have to sort of, I mean, I've got lace and what have you. I'm going to use this when I get it in, stopping mine from going in, but, ooh, come on. This is true sort of how you do it, or how not to do it, or whatever. It's me getting, there we go. I'm trying to get the lace pulled up, that's all it is. Because it's, you know, how I sort of said, well, which way am I putting it in? Right. Where's that one in? Move my head out of the way. That one in. That in. I'm pretty sure I'm making life so difficult for myself. There we go. And it was probably easier to put this on top. I don't know. I think it looks quite cute that way. Just get the lace out of the way. Where are you, lace? Ooh, I'm pulling that apart. Come on. Hook you up. Got my trusty screwdriver. But it's amazing what you can do with a trusty screwdriver these days in the world of in Rachel's needlework world. Right, I'm just going to try and push you down in under. I could have probably put this in first now looking at it, but it doesn't matter. As I say, these are all my little things I'm learning. Just press it right down. Oh my gosh, look how adorable that is. Oh yeah. Push you down. Just press it down onto the glue. Although I don't think that's going absolutely anywhere. Oh. I'll get the glue off my thumb. So, I'm not going to use that. I'm just going to spray that out of the way. That's just a little bit of water, by the way. Have I sprayed that side? I don't think I did. I don't want to disappear. These aqua markers are brilliant for that, especially if you're embroidering, which I do an awful lot of, as you know. It saves with the heater rays in your iron, so you iron your embroidery flat with an aqua marker. You can just give it a spritz and it makes your embroidery stand up too. So, right, which way up are these? I'm going to put seam down. Oh yeah. Move that along, and I can move that anywhere I like. But I've got a couple of little bits to put in. So little tins of. I probably, once I've adjusted this, I'm going to dab a bit of glue where I want mine. So they go in little needles and a thread trimmer, a seam ripper thing, a mini one. I've got some more. I might not put that in. I don't know whether to push that up. A bit of wax and a thimble. Some more pins. I don't even know whether I'm going to put 2 of those in. We'll see. When I've had a faff around, this has got my little special entomology pins in, and this is a tub, little tin that was my granny's. So I really hope you enjoyed this little video. As I say, I might put those in, I might not. I will glue them in, and I have got I might even put my pin cushion in there. Don't know, it's cute, but I hope you've enjoyed it, and as I say, you can make your own. I'm going to put a little, I think I might put a little hook on that, so it doesn't fall into the bottom of there. I don't know, I'm not sure about that one. I might pop you in a bit further down so it's peeking out. This is where I start to faff around and do my whatever. So enjoy, and I'm really hoping that if you enjoyed this, you'll give me the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, and I'll just make sure that this closes, by the way, which I'm not sure it does. Yes, it does. It's just that I want to get the, I'm going to get the hairdryer on that and just waft that up, heat it up so it's those little things come out, little dints come out. You probably can't see them, but I'm really pleased with that, and I think that that'll go in your handbag. As I say, I'm going to glue those down. I might have to put that in there to just move it out of the way, but I'll know when I have a bit of a faff around in a bit with it. So enjoy. I'm sorry, I'm quite thrilled with that. I really am quite thrilled with that. So I'll take a couple of pictures and pop them on the end of this video if I remember. But yeah, give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you're new, and obviously if you don't want to miss out on anything, make sure you hit the little notification bell, and I'll see you all again soon in the next video. Bye bye. Happy stitching.